Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hot Pants Episode 9. It's been a bit, but I am back, as well as the one, the only, the master of disaster, Hot Bid. How's it going, buddy?
Hi, Slacks.
Hello.
Real excited to continue the show after last week's successful episode.
Yes. We will be premiering that soon, as in never. But anyway, who's our special guest this week, Hot Bid?
It's Bulba, and his team recently qualified for a major.
My goodness. Hello, Bulba. How's it going?
Hey, man. Going well.
Good to hear, man. Well, welcome to Hot Pants, man. And that's it. That's the only thing I wrote down. What you got, Hot Bid? I'm done.
Well, first, I feel it's very appropriate that Bulba is the guest that we have today because this show's returning from the dead, and Bulba is as well.
Oh, God.
Fuck you, Hot Bid.
I prepared myself to get trolled by Ken. So
What are you talking about? I'm allowed to troll you now. You guys are going to Kiev.
Yeah, I mean,
all
like
good.
I said, I don't care, dude. You go ahead. Like, my skin has become quite thick. So
Yeah. After all the Reddit threads.
I can take your shit, dude.
Do
Don't
you
worry.
read all of them?
Which ones? What Reddit
All
threads?
the ones hating on you.
No, I haven't been reading them much, honestly. I stopped quite a bit.
Well, it changed ever since you qualified for Kiev. People are a lot happier.
Oh, wow. Yeah, my personal satisfaction must be higher now. I care what they really say.
You actually...
If you guys had lost that last game to Complexity, maybe no, don't read Reddit then.
Yeah, it's funny, that's just how it goes.
Yeah. There's always an up and down, isn't there, right? I mean, from beloved to the cause of the problems to beloved again, and now you're going to a major. It's got to feel good, though, huh? I mean, here we are, back again, Bulba back in another Valve event. I'm fucking hyped, dude.
Me too, I'm excited as well.
With Demon and Mason too.
Yeah, our team's a real
Guys.
goon stack.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you guys also were in our house,
Yeah.
the BTS Summit house. Was the hospitality good? Did we help contribute to you going to the major?
No, the house was really nice. Everything was pretty good. The Smash Summit was going on for like a few days, but you guys like catered food for us as well, so the food was really good. Shout out to Shannon and Grace.
You guys,
Oh.
you guys hung out with some of the Smash Pros.
Yeah, I mean mostly I did. The rest of the team was like kind of shy.
They
And I know Leffen. I don't really know him, but I know like he's friends with Blitz, and Blitz introduced us, so I was just like talking a bit with them.
now all the Smash Pros, their only frame of reference for the Dota community is Bulba, so they think everyone's like Bulba.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of
Yeah,
a better representation of the dudes.
You're an ambassador right now.
Yeah, the next best representation is Slack, so.
Oh, God. That would ruin the community for sure.
So, given that BTS and since I helped so much during your boot camp, we contributed so much to your major win. Do you think I could have 1% of your prize money of Kiev?
I gotta think about that first.
I got a lot of uses for $600. So
Go fuck yourself.
Very funny. Very funny. That's good. So,
Ken was
Bulba,
saving that joke. He already used that one before.
I know. I always saw it.
repeat it.
But
That's a
Not
repeat.
coming.
I saw that one coming, dude.
how do you feel about the Smash community? How do they compare? Because from like our perspective, the Smash community is a lot of fun. They'll do like any content you want. They're, the players are just down to do shit. And Dota pros a lot as well. So what do you think about the two different pros? How come our pros won't do shit like Smash pros will, Bulba?
We're talking about to me or Ken? Oh.
To you.
Are you asking
Bulba.
me or?
I'm asking Bulba.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know. Like I hung out a bit with this. They definitely seem more like socially
Well adjusted.
well adjusted than the Dota players. Like
They're not weeaboos.
yeah, exactly.
Is that the
They're not weeboos or like. There's like two kinds of classifications of Dota players lately in the West. There's weeboos and there's people like Artur, and like you have to fall in one of them. And then there's like the third one, which is for like the weirdos. So it's like weeboos, Artur likes, and then weirdos.
That
You
makes
mean weird?
sense.
So what about Fly? Where does Fly fit in?
Artur like.
I think
Artur.
Fly is like Artur.
He's white.
He's
White.
white.
Okay, got it.
Well, that makes it a lot easier.
Exactly.
Oh God. So that was fun for you though. Smash. You ever get to play any of that? You gonna do any other esports besides Dotes, Bulba?
I played Smash when I was growing up and shit.
Yeah, but not like competitive, huh?
No, I just played for fun.
I see. I see. How's the team, by the way? I mean, you got a bunch of big names on there. Mason. As a person that doesn't know Mason, I've only seen his things from TI, and then the angry posts afterwards. I don't know what that guy's like. Could you tell me about him?
What angry posts?
No. You know, just like the NA Dota Mason posts.
Yeah, when he said sorry for the early GG, I was just like, holy fuck, that flame.
Oh.
Got him.
Well, about my team, I mean, it's a fun team. Like I mean, obviously we're friendly because we won the qualifiers, so who knows if we lost. But I mean, everyone's really chill. Dubu is like one of my the most fun teammates I've ever played with. Like he's really funny. Like I'm sure if you watch streams of players that play NA pubs and stuff, you've heard him. Like he's like this crazy eccentric Korean guy.
Yeah, dude. I even played a game with Dubu before.
Yeah, and he's really funny. He's just a funny person to be with. And he's our he drafts, and then there's Jimmy. He's also Jimmy's kind of a clown. He was me and Jimmy were really good friends. I mean, we're still good friends obviously, but I learned a lot from him back then. It was him and Fear. They were the two best NA Dota players. This was a while back, at the start of Dota 2. And then all the NA players kind of just looked up to those two guys the most, you know. So and I've been friends with Jimmy for quite a bit. And then Mason, I never really played with Mason before in a team. When me and Jimmy were making this team together at the start, we were just looking at each role, and for the carry role in NA, we wanted NA players mostly. For at the start we wanted NA players, and obviously we got two Southeast Asian players, right? But so we got, and then for the carry players, there just wasn't many options that outside of NA that we really wanted for carry. And then for NA there was a few carry options, and Mason was the one that just seemed like he'd be the best fit, because he's not a traditional NA carry player that just farms and stuff. He has different play styles, and that's something we wanted on the team. Especially to suit these mid players. And as for Abed, that was kind of random how we got him actually. 343, you know 343.
Yeah,
right? From,
yeah.
The bearded guy.
Yeah, so 343 was making team. It was interested in making a team in the West, and then obviously he joined Bears, right? And then I wanted to stay and make an NA team. I didn't want to go to Europe or anything again. So 343 suggested to maybe take Abed, and there just wasn't many mid options in NA. That was there was Yawar, and that was it. And besides
So what
Yawar,
you're saying is Abed is amazing, really
Yeah.
better than Yawar.
No, Yawar had school. Yawar had school, and we
School?
didn't really Yeah, he's still in high school.
Oh wow.
And,
What about Abed? What's he doing? Is he in community college?
Well, Abed, I don't even know what the hell happened with. I mean, Abed just. It was really awkward, the conversations. So Jimmy and me messaged Abed, and we're "Are you interested in coming?" And he's just let me think about it for a day. And he thought about it for 4 hours, and he's "Okay, I'm in." That was it.
Oh
Damn.
shit. Okay.
That was it. So I was "Okay," and then the stress started, because he's some 16-year-old Pinoy kid. How the hell are we gonna get him to the U.S., especially after Mr. So-and-so became president? So. It was a bit stressed at the start, but then everything kind of, thanks, shout out to David Gorman again. And then he came over, and, that's basically it.
Look at
It's the
that.
team. It's a real goon stack.
Real
You guys
goon
gonna-
stack.
You guys gonna what's the goal for Kiev? What are you guys gonna do? You guys gonna win?
Well, when I made this team, the goal was for, when I made it with Jimmy, the goal was for TI. And this Kiev format is really unforgiving. It's single elimination, and obviously the goal was to qualify and just try our best.
Mhm.
But I like to keep the team together, see what happens, stay together till TI, because it's if anything Dota's taught us, it's good to keep teams together and try and work hard and get better together than just kind of split and make different teams every few months. So that's our main goal.
Yeah.
And for Kiev, we're just gonna try our best. Like the format's exactly the same as Boston, I think. Yeah, it is.
Yep.
And if anything, after Boston, you saw not many teams really split up. Like even the Chinese teams that got last place, because it was just weird. It was really weird, because like it's a single elim, and it's like you can't really tell how good you are. Like
Right.
going into that tournament, I thought Newbie was really really good, and they just lost their first best of 3. And then they had a rough day, and suddenly they're last place. And like, and they still stuck together. And maybe if that was TI, they wouldn't stick together. But it's like you just play one best of 3, and you don't really know what the hell you expect out of that. So.
I'm not trying to be a dick. Don't take this the wrong way, but isn't this
Yeah.
a good format for your team? I mean, you guys, you just got to win one best of 3, and you can do it. I'm not saying that you guys aren't better than OG, but I'm just saying that you have a chance to win the tournament in this way a little bit more.
I mean, it's weird, right? Because you win like 2 best of 3s, and suddenly you're top 4.
Right.
So it's quite weird. I mean, it benefits. I mean, I guess it does kind of benefit the teams that like you don't really know much about. And
Well, the underdogs, let's say,
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with
Alright.
being called an underdog, right?
yeah.
I wanna ask you a question about the NA qualifier for Kiev.
Yeah.
So do you guys have any real rivalry with the teams that are in NA?
I mean, NP for sure.
Like is it like a friendly rivalry, or is it like we actually don't like some of these guys?
I mean, I don't know about my team, but I'm fine with all of NP. Like I'm friends with them. Like I've known them all. Like I'm quite close friends with all of them, honestly.
Mhm.
So but I don't exactly know about my team with them, but they are definitely the team I wanted to beat the most. Like 100%. I was.
What about complexity?
I mean, I don't really know people in complexity, so it's harder to build a rivalry like with them. Like
Mhm.
I'm like acquaintances with them, but it's not like I'm. It's like I'm like I've been close friends with Envy for so long, and it's and then we lost a few matches to them before when we were like brand new,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
they've been a team for like a few months or so, 6 or 7 months, and then after every match, Envy was posting some stupid tweet online, like post match victory tweet about some Bulbasaur picture.
Oh yeah, what was that, dude? Go into
I
that
don't
a
know,
little bit.
I don't know what his Envy knows. Like he's just trying to like. I know Envy, so he might say to me that like he doesn't mean any harm, but I know the guy. Like he's definitely trying to have some fun and piss me off or piss Jimmy off or some shit. So like I was ready. As soon as we win, I was like, if we beat them in that. I know it's like a stupid thing to say, but if we beat them in the tournament, then I was ready to post some. Like I was like, bring some anime magazines over, or whatever the hell. Sorry, not whatever the
what?
written one. Not
Hentai?
each one.
Are
No,
you
not
saying-
each one. No, the other shit, manga. Sorry, bring some manga over, and like I was gonna tear that shit up on video. I was ready. Some victory shit. But then after, it was just like, no, it's like getting knocked out of it feels really shit.
I mean,
so
they
didn't
didn't
wanna-
even make the final. You
Yeah,
guys
so
stopped them from even getting to the game to go.
yeah.
So-
So honestly, that victory over NP, it felt way better like than the finals. Like, well, not that Cole's like a bad team or anything. It's just it's fun to beat NP. It was
Exactly.
like it was a team we wanted to beat the most. So it was really,
Yeah.
it was like, and we kept losing to them. So it was like, finally we get over that hump of beating NP.
Oh,
Like,
you'd rather lose every single practice match and then win that one series, because
Exactly.
that's the one that matters, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And do you think NA deserves the 2 slots next time?
I mean, I didn't like it that NA got a slot taken away for South America. I think that's pretty screwed up. If anything, like there's like barely any South Americans that even went into that qualifier with like an actual team at the start. But same for NA as well. There's only like 3 teams in NA, so
Yeah,
I
but
don't
you gotta have those to develop teams, right? So like the next South American qualifier they have, I assume will have tons of like relatively serious teams, because this is the first
I don't
one,
know,
you
dude.
know.
I'm telling you, I know some of those South American players, dude. They're like, there's some team that disbanded during the qualifier. That shit was expected. Like,
Expected? How do
I
you
know some of those guys,
expect
dude.
that
Trust me.
shit?
Like, I'm friends with most of the South American. Even they know that. Like, even they call themselves like the most cancerous. Like,
Jesus.
Hold on. Do you think that the caster stack could have won South America?
yeah, the one with CCNC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually think they.
Well,
could've.
the retired player now, CCNC, right?
Actually, I don't know. The team that won the South America, they're actually decent. Like they were like, compared to all the other teams there, I think they had the best chance because they have the. I think the South American, honestly, the scene came down to the best support players in the scene because like the core players in South America, they're actually like there's some really good core players like HFN. He's really good. Like King Tekka, he's quite good. Like a few of these core players are quite good, but their support players are the ones that are like like after Z-Talk he got banned. He was the best support player I think in South America, and then there just wasn't many good South American support players. And then I think the team with the best support players won that tournament, the South American, which was King RD and C4T. So yeah, so South America was just the best support players I think, because the core players are all like kind of same. But the problem with South American, even when you play with them in pubs, you know, none of those guys play support. So
There you go. Well, I mean, but that's what this is all about. It's like making that foundation to make people say, "Hey, look, holy shit, I could have beat these guys. I'm gonna do it next year, right?" You don't think it's gonna be better next year?
That's not to take away from a North American slot though, you know.
That's true. That's
But
true.
also the Europe got screwed over the same way. So like Europe qualifiers and like you know Europe had like um Europe also had only one slot, right, as well. So that was also, I mean, just this whole one slot shit is like it's so stressful playing in that. It's so stressful. It was like Dubu
It's
even
almost
said
twice as stressful.
yeah, like Dubu even said as well after we won, like that was harder than like he you know Dubu like he's like that was harder than most of the tournaments last year. He's like holy shit, that was hard. Because like playing for one slot and it's for the qualifiers, it's not just for a tournament. Like whatever, you get top 3 of the qualifier, it's like you know top 3 of a tournament, but you basically just have to only win it to get through, and it's hard. So
Yeah, I mean, but it's fun for viewers, man. That's what it's all about. That's
and
how
especially because like the only people who practice is each other, you know what I mean? So it's like we all know each other on that qualifiers. Like NP knows us a shit ton. We know Cole. We all just know each other. So it was just like yeah.
Oh.
Sorry for cutting you off there, Slacks.
No, please do. That was yeah. So the stress is real though, but I mean that's fun. It's fun for us to watch. Don't you think pro players should suffer for our amusement, Bulba? You've been in there for a long time. You got.
Sure. It should be fair for both, I guess.
Yes. It should be fair. What would you change then if you don't like the system? How do you
No,
make
it was just weird having like this one spot, but
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's only 3 teams, so it's like maybe it's okay, maybe it's fine. The team that deserves it the most should go. Yeah. So.
Do you feel that the way that they did invites was right? Did you like agree with all the invites that they did?
I think they should have done 6 invites and had increased Europe and NA by 1. But I don't know. NA also.
Then who would you have not invited?
NA only had 3 teams each. So, like they only had 3 like teams at the qualifier, so maybe 1 is fine. I don't know. I felt Europe honestly deserved 1 more invite slot. It was kind of they only had 1 and they had like quite a bit of teams in there. So and I don't know. Just it was so hard for this one invite. I mean, Liquid had to have been invited because they won the Star Ladder. Who else got? Maybe I was surprised Wings got an invite, but they won TI. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know though. You think like winning TI should just mean you're instantly invited to everything from then on? Because it kind of seems.
If you don't switch roster, I think they're probably going to invite you to the next TI if you just literally don't finish last in every tournament. Like let's say you're a team that wins TI and then you only play like the majors. Pretty sure you'll still get invited to the next TI, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's also stupid to not invite Wings, because honestly, like the way Wings won this TI was like the best of any TI. I think like they played so well. So potential-wise, like they still are up there, just post TI curse shit, I guess.
I feel like they have to invite teams that play a lot of tournaments too, just because it's like you don't want to punish a team for like playing in tournaments, right?
Yeah.
Like if they did invite DC this time, let's say, then the next time DC wins an ESL, they're just literally never gonna leave their house.
Yeah.
They'll just stay, right? They'll just stay inside, get the major invite guaranteed instead of playing in.
Yeah. No, that was the same. Like Fnatic after this TI, like they played in that tournament MPGL. Remember that? they got second place to MVP, or they like got fourth place or some shit. They lost to Execution in the finals, or they didn't lose Execution, but Execution won the tournament. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah.
But like Jimmy told me, like if he thinks the Fnatic just didn't really play in any tournaments after TI, you know, they might have just been They might have just been invited because they got top 4 at TI. But they also had like 3 roster changes, so maybe it's not true. So who knows? I don't know how this shit happens.
Damn, dude, this has been a serious hot pants. Holy Jesus. We need
What?
We
gotta
loosen
change.
it up, man.
It's been a while, you know. We
Yeah.
haven't.
It's been a
We
bit,
can
yeah.
kind of get into it.
We gotta get back in. All right.
So, all right. I heard you like Harry Potter.
Yeah, I do. I'm a big Harry Potter fan, man.
Did you learn
You,
that from Sunsfan,
like a-
by the way? Can I just
Like
ask
what?
before we get in? Your Harry Potter obsession? Because he's
No, he.
disgustingly.
We
I've
were
been-
here with him, and he has a fucking wand that he bought for $200, and he was just going around yelling spells and stuff.
That's sick. That's dank, dude.
Yeah, it is.
You didn't see that video of him going?
Oh, I
doing the
saw it.
Lumos?
I just thought that was
Yeah.
I just thought that was a
do
thing.
you, well, but do you explore any of the extended universe?
I mean, all I can say is when I was in like middle school, high school, I was in like part of the Harry Potter club.
Have you read Harry Potter and the Emerald Coven?
No, I have not.
Okay, well,
I'm not that.
you should check that
hardcore.
out.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Is that
Man,
like
I
a-
read,
read it.
I read that.
is that
Right
one of those
down your alley.
I
pornographies,
read
dude?
that play and it was really bad. So
Which one?
there's like some play that came out. You know what I mean?
Was it Rent?
No, the
There was a
Harry Potter play.
and the Cursed Child, dude.
Oh, okay.
There was like a play and it was like.
Why didn't you like that one?
It was just bad. It was so bad. It was like a fanfic, I think. I don't know. It was like a serious book and it was written. It was just bad. I was really disappointed in that. So I
okay.
liked the movie that came out.
Who's
though. It
your
was really
Who's your
good.
favorite character in Harry Potter?
I mean, definitely Harry.
Okay, other than Harry.
I like Sirius Black quite a bit. He had
Sirius
some
Black?
good morals.
Okay, is that why you named your team Onyx?
No.
Oh my god,
Why'd you name
that.
it?
Yes, please. What does your symbol mean? I was been having debates.
I can't say the reason for why we named the team Onyx.
What?
I
Why
can't.
not?
I just can't. It's not allowed.
Is it
What?
racist, dude?
Like
Is it
no,
Is
it's
it
not
racist?
No,
Is
it's
it
that.
racist?
It's like the Fight Club. If you say why like what it is, it's just like the meaning is gone.
Oh come on, no one's
So-
gonna watch this show.
So you guys
No, I
fight
just
each
can't.
other?
No, it's not like the Fight Club. It's just I
You
can't
just
say
said it was
why
like
we
Fight
named.
Club, though.
If I tell you the meaning of it, the meaning is dead. It's like you can't say like why is it called NP? You know, like you just don't know. So I don't. You know. It's
Well,
just,
I mean,
I know why it was MP. They just said
Yeah.
it was good for marketing reasons.
I mean, that's just a random example, but mine's different. Like you know. We
All
have
right,
a
well,
meaning, and we can't share that meaning.
yeah. Let's not get off track here, Slacks. We were asking him about Harry Potter. So,
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Hold on.
So,
Before we go
you like
back
Sirius
though,
Black?
Yeah. I do.
what Harry Potter character would you be if you were in that universe?
He's
who would you
Harry
be?
Potter. You already said.
Just Harry Potter? Come on.
I mean, if I was in the universe,
Yeah.
I mean, all the other characters like it's Sirius Black.
What
and
about a
Harry
house
Potter.
elf?
Could you be a
Nah.
house?
What about Dobby? What about Dobby?
Nah, dude.
Would you
I
be
mean,
Dobby?
I would want Dobby to be my house elf. I wouldn't want to be Dobby.
Why not?
I don't know. Like he doesn't. But technically, house elves have like strong powers, but they're not able to use
They
them.
do, yeah.
So.
But Dobby's a free elf, so.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
You've never
It's
seen
like-
Harry Potter, Slacks?
No, I only saw one
Holy
clip
shit.
where the elf dies on the beach and they bury him.
That's
and-
Dobby.
Oh,
So you never read the
That's
books?
that's
No.
an allegory to Bulba
What are you doing
and
with your
EG.
life right now, dude?
I don't know. I was a working lad. I didn't have time for fantasy and magic when I was a young boy.
Well, now you're
talking
not a
about?
working
You
lad
tons.
anymore, so go watch it.
All right, Bulba, do you think that Harry should have ended up with Hermione instead of Ron?
I mean, the way you phrase that is kind of like, you phrase it wrong.
Oh, I'm just asking you.
Yeah, but like you said, Harry should have ended up with Hermione instead of Ron, but Harry didn't end up with Ron. He's not gay. Dumbledore is the one that was gay.
How do you know?
I just know.
Well, okay.
But, yeah, I mean,
You
was
know what
kinda-
you know what I meant. You know what I meant.
I mean, not really, because he was after Ron's sister for like the entire show, so it was like it would have been like weird.
No, definitely not true. He was after the Asian girl for a good 2 books.
Yeah, but like the Asian girl wasn't true love.
That wasn't real.
Yeah,
Huh?
some fake
That was
shit.
lust.
Once
There's
he heard the Australian accent, he was like, "This is weird."
That was fake
I'm
love.
not doing
you know?
this.
You know the new Drake song, "Fake Love"? It was fake love.
Damn, dude.
Okay, I see.
Boba, how come everybody likes you, bro? Everybody I talk to loves you. I don't know a single Bulba hater behind the scenes.
I know a lot. What are you talking about?
I don't know one. Everyone only says kind things about Bulba. There's a lot of people that are just like, oh, this guy sucks. I've never heard it.
Cause I don't know, I'm just myself. Like I don't really act differently. In front of, I don't know. I'm a dumbass.
He's
But I'm like you, Slacks. Everyone loves you.
Ouch. I'm a dumbass.
Sorry.
I'm like you. What the fuck?
Well, like
No, I get you.
in a loving kind of way, you know.
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
Like we like to have, we just joke around and have fun.
I know a lot of people hate Hotbid. Just a
Oh
ton.
yeah, I get the hate mail. I gotta filter it.
Frequent.
Actually, I know one person in the Dota community doesn't like you, Slacks.
Really? Oh
Dubu.
yeah. Dubu?
Yeah, he says you lost him like 4 pub games.
That's not true. Just one, and we won that game. What are you
I'm
talking
just
about?
kidding. Dubu doesn't dislike anyone. I was just joking.
Attaboy. I
Oh
heard.
my god, you almost had us.
Yeah, I
almost had
believe
Very
it.
committed to that one.
Yeah.
So okay, so you guys are going to Kiev.
Yeah.
But you have a very extensive history with Demon. You
Yeah.
guys go all the way back to TI4.
Yeah.
You gotta tell me about the TI4. The TI4. What happened?
That's bad karma, dude.
You don't want to talk about it?
I mean, I can if you want, but
Yeah, let's talk about it.
I mean, if Jimmy was to listen to this, I blame HotPit. I mean, Jimmy doesn't care anymore. I don't really care.
It was a while. Jimmy's a top 8 TI player now.
Yeah, Jimmy doesn't care anymore. I
So
don't-
Jimmy led a team to top 8.
Okay,
So
okay.
clearly we know whose fault it was.
I mean, I'm not
TI4.
blaming Jimmy at all. I mean, Jimmy blatantly admits himself that it was that one game. It was so it was like it was TI4.
Uh-huh.
Like it was like the group stages were crazy, honestly. If you remember TI4, like that was.
I do remember TI4.
That was stressful. Last year,
Newbie, the
so.
team that won TI4, was like one game away from being eliminated like
Yeah.
5 times.
Yeah. So we went to TI4. Like no one really had many expectations for us, but
This is with Liquid.
Yeah, we dark
Who was
horsed.
on the team? Who's on the team?
It was me, Jimmy, okay, Demon, Way2, Koikfa, and Tyler Cook, Mr. TC.
Uh-huh.
And so we got like second place in the NA quals. We went through wildcard. And so before the tournament, I was playing offlane before, and then I was like, whatever, we needed we had like no captain on the team, so like whatever, I'm gonna YOLO, I'm gonna play support. Blah,
Uh-huh.
blah, blah, like a week before the tournament started, and we just YOLO the freaking tournament. And we actually managed to beat like the top 5 teams of the tournament in the group.
You guys beat EG. I remember that. That is
Yeah.
where the Ricky meme comes from.
Yeah.
Slack,
So-
do you remember? You know the Artor Ricky meme?
Yes, of course.
It comes from a game against Bulba's team.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Bulba, you remember that game, right?
Yeah, I
EG
did.
played you guys. They were like 12-1 or something.
Yeah, Artur was playing Ricky Maru and he was feeding. That's
Yeah.
all I remember.
That's where the Ricky meme comes from.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, so like we beat EG, we beat like Newbie, we beat DK. I don't know, we beat like all the top 5 teams. And then we're playing Aero Gaming, like the last.
You
the
gotta
last
set
team.
up. You gotta set up. What is Arrow's record?
They're like last place. They haven't won a game.
They're like 1-9 or 0-10
Yeah.
or something.
Oh
And
no.
Basically, so we lost like an epic game before this right there to Navi. The game was like super close. And whatever, we just had to win this one Aero game and we'd be guaranteed top 6. Which was insane because this was like the TI4 and that was like this was the TI where like it was so much bigger than the other TIs before.
Right. It was
everything.
gigantic.
Yeah, it was like this was the first TI you were at, right, Slacks? I think like.
Yep. First thing I ever
Was-
saw.
Yeah, the grassroots shit. Like you were like the original. Yeah, the first one you were at.
Uh-huh.
So this was crazy. Like the biggest TI.
What was the prize for 6th?
I mean, it was insane. It was like.
Oh yeah, that was the cutoff,
6
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 700,000.
It was like if you.
Okay. 700K. So each of you guys
Ah.
would have pocketed a good 150.
Yeah. That was insane back then. Like, I mean, it still is honestly. So.
Of course.
And then like 9th, so it was like if we won this one game versus Arrow, we get top 6, 100% top 6, because we beat like DK and we beat DK and Newbie, etc. EG, and so we were playing Arrow, and then we outpicked them really hard, if I remember, and we're stomping them. Like like Koikfa has like 40 CS, Mr. Q God. I'm like playing my Skywrath Mage, was the only support hero I played back then. and I'm like running around, killing people on the map.
Before I can I just interject?
Yeah.
The opposing mid player had 3 CS. There
Yeah,
was
it
a
was
moment in the game where Koikva had 35 CS, and the person he was playing against had 3.
Yeah, it was
3
DDZ, the
slacks.
guy that
Jesus.
is DDZ. the
Oh
guy
my
that,
god. This is heartbreaking. I just looked at
Yeah.
the winning numbers. 9th and
Yeah.
10th is 50,000. 7th and 8th is 518,000. Oh my
No, what
god.
was sixth place? What was sixth place?
Six was only 100,000 more. But that was the big cutoff. 7th and 8th is
Yeah.
500,000 versus 50,000. I'm so sorry, Bulba.
So
Oh
one
my
game-
god.
So we're raping them. Like already in my mind, I'm like this game. When like when you're playing a pub game, you already know you won the game.
Yeah.
Like everything's going well. Like
Oh, yeah.
everything's going great. And like
I think it was 9-0. It was like
yeah,
9-0.
we're
or
shitting
something
on them.
like
Like the
that.
game is
Yeah.
so easy. Like we already know, like everyone's like no one's like really like rushed or anything. Everyone's like calm. We know that we won the game. We just have to play Dota. We just have to play good Dota and we win the game.
Yeah.
And Mr. Jimmy over here, Mr. Demon, he decides to buy a Midas on Tidehunter. Like he's super snowballed in his lane. The normal item build is you go mech, and you just push all their towers. They can't do anything to you. Blah blah blah. And instead Jimmy buys a Midas, and the game gets a bit clowny.
Uh-huh.
He's like, haha, I bought a Midas, and we all clicking his inventory buy a Midas, and we're like, okay, whatever. It doesn't matter this Midas, right? Like it shouldn't lose us the game.
Right.
The problem is that mentally, like that was it. Like everyone just started clowning around. Like we're just getting picked off everywhere. Like Koikva's feeding down mid, Jimmy's like missing Ravage or some shit. And we had this, and it just like a lot of this was because as soon as Jimmy gets his Midas, we'd be like together as a team. But suddenly he has this, or when he gets his mech, we'd be together. But suddenly he has his Midas, and the game gets super chaotic. And I don't know, and I get like super tilted in this game as well. Like we have a freaking Midas tide. Everyone's just feeding.
I could just hear the anger in your
And
voice.
I'm not
Just
angry.
relive
I'm not angry.
So can I describe the turning team fight?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so the turning team fight, if I remember this correctly, and you guys can go back and watch the VOD of Arrow versus Liquid. I think Liquid's up like 9-1 or 9-0, and they're pushing the enemy tier 1. And remember, this is the crazy 30-3 CS lead lane.
Mhm.
And you guys have you 3 people pushing the tower, and the enemy Void chronospheres 3 of them, with Jimmy on the outside of the chronosphere. And I think Arrow gets like a quad kill or something, and barely. And if Jimmy had a mech at that moment instead of a Midas, I think you just win the team fight and win the game, like literally right there. But he's just standing outside of the chronosphere, can't do anything, and you guys get completely turned, and it's like a crazy gold swing because you guys were so much ahead of them.
I mean, that was the patch as well, where like the comebacks were hard to do.
Yeah.
Like we had to really throw that game. Like we had to just, like back in that patch, you really had to really throw a game. Like if you had a lead, like, you could just feed constantly, and you'd still have a lead. Like it was just hard to come back in that patch because towers gave so much gold. But we really threw that game, and I remember after that game, like
what was your reaction?
I mean, I was just mad. I'm not gonna remember that anymore. I was just mad.
Well,
was
I
just
mean,
like,
doesn't
Jesus.
this getting to Kiev, doesn't that
no.
heal some of the?
I mean,
What do you know?
Oh wait. Sorry. I thought you were gonna bring up like, are you afraid Jimmy's gonna do that again?
No,
I'm just
no,
saying,
no.
Doesn't this heal the wounds?
I mean, the wounds have been healed. Like it took like
Yeah,
Like
but
it-
they've been reopened by this podcast.
no. I mean, like I remember those wounds lasted for a year, and then I like got over it. Like
Yeah.
But I remember that was like how life would have been different if we won that Arrow Gaming game. This is how it is. But yeah. So me and Jimmy sometimes I still joke about it with him. Yeah.
What if he buys a Midas at Kiev?
It's okay now. He's not playing Tidehunter. So. and Dota's a different game now, but yeah. So.
What a heartbreaking tale. I never knew. Jesus.
No, I remember there was like the. I mean, I
That
remember
is-
Ken,
that is
Ken,
when-
you were also even mad. I've never seen Ken like.
I was
remember-
working for Liquid.
Yeah,
I wanted you guys to win.
I remember like I've never seen Ken like confused. Like everyone was emotionally torn after that game. Like I remember Ken was like. I remember after we were like.
I remember all the
We're all
owners
just-
watching you. Like Naz watching you guys
We were so
Oh
surprised.
my god.
No, because I remember
Ugh.
like when you're in that game as well. Like my friend, he was there. He was just like he thought we all won the game. He went to like get some food as well. Like like
He left.
yeah, he left. Everyone just thought the game was over. Yeah.
Jesus. Jesus.
Well, I mean, okay. So that happens, and then that I think kicked off a whole bunch of it was the Bulba, the rough years, the dark ages
Yeah.
for a while,
Yeah. For the Dark Ages.
the dark ages. And how do you keep finding motivation? Because a lot of bad shit happened in the last couple of years before some good stuff had to happen. So are you just a very naturally kind of self-motivated guy, or what?
I mean, in the end, I like. Honestly, it's like it's just fun playing this game. Like I don't really play for anyone else. Like I just play to have fun, and regardless, like that's all that really matters, right? Like I don't really care what some random person says about me at the end. I don't really care whatever happens. Like it's all just to have fun, and I enjoy playing it. Like I love playing this game so much. It's like I just like love watching the game. I love playing it.
Huh.
And, like if anything, there's so many players that play, and they like. I mean, obviously mine is like a lot more publicly displayed because I was playing with like, EG and shit and Liquid.
Well,
But,
at what point was your personal kind of like low moment?
My low moments. I mean, the EG thing. EG, I didn't really care much about because like I got to play with Secret, and
Yeah.
I loved like. I mean, I really liked Secret at the start as well. Like playing with Envy and Artor was like my dream. Like, they were my best friends for so long, and that was also back then. Like we were really close back then, us three, and
Yeah, and you guys.
But-
I mean, it looked good at the start, right?
yeah, I mean we owned the qualifiers. We were playing really well in all our
Yeah.
scrims, and then the good old internal issues came by, and I don't know. We had a lot of
I feel if you
arguments
guys
and
just
fighting
did
at TI.
maybe like 10% better, it would have been
Yeah.
pretty good.
No, it was just a lot of egos and a lot of people talking and like too many people like with different opinions, and I don't know. No one really wanted to take.
So it wasn't that.
responsibility.
So it wasn't Secret because you actually liked the players that you were playing with.
I
on
like Secret a lot. Actually.
So what about
I don't know. I
DC?
mean, after losing TI Secret, that was the saddest because that was the one team I like thought like at the time I had like we all thought like I even spoke to Envy after TI, like me and Envy have been really good friends, like we all just thought like that was a team we're gonna own at TI, even like we got like second place at Star Ladder, we were owning everyone's like we're just playing really well, and we just kind of fell off, and I was like really sad because I thought we had a lot of potential. So that was quite sad. And then Liquid was like a bit weird because like
You know the Bulba anti-curse, right? Do you know what that is?
what's that?
That the team that you leave immediately after the TI places top 3 at the next TI.
Okay, so that means Seeker's
That
gonna be
means
top
no. That means Liquid will be this year.
3. Okay, let's see then.
Because it was EG, and then it was DC, and then it's Liquid this year.
Okay, man. Let's see.
Dick. What the fuck? What's wrong with you?
Like I said, I have thick skin.
No,
I don't really care.
I actually think that DC team with you and Aoi would have been really fucking good, regardless of who they added. I think, because you guys were that team showed a lot of promise right at the start.
The one with Resolution and Theben and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a good stack. Oh, but the dream never got realized. I think Suns said that you guys were winning like every single scrim and stuff. You were just unstoppable, and then it got broke up or something. But I don't remember. Anyway,
I mean, this time, did you? So there were a lot of people that were doubting Onyx's ability to qualify for Kiev. So did you get a lot of satisfaction from kind of like stuffing the haters?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't like I said, I went into this team. I wanted like something new. I didn't really want like all this. I wanted to like obviously I try and I push myself away from all this public stuff. Like I try not to care, but at times it's hard to ignore, especially when you're like the spotlight, right? So I kind of want to just make my own thing, play with like some friends, have fun again. Cause like, if anything, the last year I stopped having as much fun.
Sorry, hop in quick, breathe it in the mic, bro. Sorry.
Is that me?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
That's all good. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I didn't really care. Like I even told this team at the start, like we shouldn't care if we qualify for these first few events. Like it doesn't really matter. Like I just want us to get better as a team and look forward. And we didn't qualify. We lost Star Ladder. We lost DAC. This is only after like we had Abid for only like literally 4 days. He landed and then we had to play DAC qualifiers in the next like 2 days.
Jesus.
I didn't really expect us to qualify. He's like super jet lagged. He's really sleepy. I kept repeating it constantly to this team. Like, don't feel sad. Like I don't expect us to qualify. And I told the others as well. Like try not to think. I mean, obviously we tried our hardest, and we wanted to qualify. But like, if we didn't, it's whatever. Like, and our goal was obviously to do well for Kiev. So, and like screw the public. Don't give an don't care about all that shit. Just play for ourselves and like let's try and have fun. And that's all that really matters. And that's honestly that made me the happiest. Like regardless of qualifying, that like we did it at the end. Like where you put aside all this shit. We didn't really care about like I don't think people really expected us to do well. It doesn't really matter if people expect you to do well or not. In the end, if you just have to do well yourself and believe in yourself, it doesn't matter like what some random person on some forum thinks about you. In the end, like he's not gonna change your life. It's up to you. And if you sit here and you're gonna be whining and complaining, blah blah blah, says this about me, like, that's what I learned more than anything the past year. Like it's made me a stronger person. And I like so regardless like whether I see like whatever happens in Dota, I'm a success or a failure. I like to think that I've learned quite a bit about myself and I've become a stronger person. And whatever I do the next, after Dota, I hope I like carry this on, and like all these things I've learned and like about myself, about how to deal with all this bullshit, like I can deal with like that'll help me, and that's just in the end that makes me happy itself. That like all these things are experiences, and it's cool experiences as well. I get to go to events, I go to fly, I get to meet really cool people, and that in itself like I would choose this anytime over than just being in some like medical school right now. So,
Wow, man, that was beautiful. Thank you.
And the margins in Dota are so small. Like, just if you guys had beaten Arrow, then your life is completely different. If you guys had lost to complexity just last week, then things would have been completely different. It's like a tiny amount changes a lot of people's careers. And this time, it happened to work out.
I mean, like I said, I don't really do this for the money as well.
Right.
Like if I wanted the money, like if I wanted the like easy reliable.
Yeah, but you're doing good. Come on.
No, but I'm just saying, like I would.
You're
just
doing
go,
fine.
I would be
in
a
terms
coach
of
or some
prize
shit.
money.
Like,
People don't realize how much the prize money adds up when you don't have a lot of expenses.
Yeah.
Bulba's doing fine.
But it's not about that though. It's it's about passion
both,
and
though,
fun.
Slacks. Come on.
Oh,
It's
okay,
about
okay.
both.
But I talk to a lot of pro players that are like, you shouldn't be having fun. It's just a job. This is serious. Yeah, we're trying to get the best that we can. We're trying to build a team that we know can be successful, and it's heartwarming to know that there's somebody out there that's just trying to have a passion for the game and play with his buddies. It's nice, and you get paid for it.
Come on, dude. We're all addicts.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
let's be
We're all
real.
addicts, but at the same time, though, there's
I remember
certainly.
after Ti, like Jack, right? He's the Chinese translator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was just kind of talking to him a bit, and then he brought up Wings, and he's just like, after Ti, he said he kept talking to me a lot about Wings, and he's like, the biggest thing they wanted after, like, they legitimately just had fun playing the entire event, and you could see it as well. Like, I don't know, I have so much respect for those guys, especially. Like, a lot of Dota players, honestly, just do play for fun. Like, this money and all this stuff is just the extra. Like, it's not like we're gonna, like, you win this and you're not gonna change your lifestyle or anything. Obviously, it helps, and it's like,
Yeah.
most of us just use an excuse to play Dota longer.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's like if you're not like a crazy addict that's in love with Dota, you can't be good at it. Like that's like if there isn't anyone that's like, oh, I hate Dota, but I'm just gonna play it for the money, and they're amazing. Can you even think of anyone like that? I don't think so. All the pros that play and competitively, all they want to do when they're not playing competitively is to pub. That's all they ask for outside of like.
I know a few. I won't name names though, because that's not a very
Okay.
nice thing to say. But I know a few players that show up because they have to play, and when they're not playing, it's not Dota time. But I don't know. It's good. It's good to have guys like you around, Bulba, that are just massively obsessed with Dota and just playing it for a good time.
Everyone's obsessed, man. All the
Right.
And Dota and Bulba has a like, let's say you break your arms, you can't play Dota anymore. You have a perfect transition into coaching. You're one of the best coaches, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
You have the long-term setup too. Why? What makes a good coach?
Honestly, I think one of the reasons I'm a good coach is also because I played, though. To be fair, like.
Well, yeah, but
So I couldn't
No,
just be a coach? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
a lot of people play.
No, I'll explain it. So like I coach those events, and like for example TI5 even, when I coached TG, like I played in the
You're a
qualifiers.
TI winning coach.
No, I played in the qualifiers, and then like I learned some stuff, blah blah blah. Like the thing about coaching in Dota compared to other, even just in general in Dota and maybe because the patches in Dota are so much more different than the other esports games, and like say football or some shit, because like the game just changes so fast every week, and you have to, I think, like to be the best coach, you need to also be playing and playing competitively as well. Like I wouldn't think that like I would never really want to just quit permanently to become a coach, because I don't think I would be half as good as I am compared if I'm also playing. So like that's one of the reasons, if I don't qualify to event, I usually go and coach a team there, or a team approaches me and asks me to coach, and I usually I help the team, and that's mostly because like I have I think more than anything, like I bring new perspective and new ideas, and I give like an outside perspective.
Well, what
from
about
someone that also played?
What about like stats guys and stuff like that who don't play and they take a completely different perspective, right? I mean, they never play.
I mean, the thing is, they're different. They give different benefits and stuff. Like they give
Yeah,
statistics.
they just look at the numbers, Slacks.
I don't.
It's
really
not about the
give-
numbers. It's about the heart, baby.
I don't
It's
really
about
look at that stuff. I
It's
look
about
at
the
like
game sense.
You can't
like
teach
strategy, game sense, movement,
Yeah.
all these things. Like
Can't
you
teach
can't
game
really...
sense.
that. All right, are we still on Dota Hotbid? We're nearing the end. We're in the last 15 minutes. Should we move on to something besides Dota? Or you're still
Sure,
still
let's
hungry?
talk about other stuff.
All right, Bulba. We asked you what else do you do besides Dota? Anything interest you? Anything out there that you spend your time on?
What else do I do? Well, right now I don't really do much besides play Dota. Before in my life,
Where are you living? Where are you living right now?
I live with my parents in North Carolina.
Is that near UNC, or
Yeah.
you go to any college parties?
No.
But would you?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know people that go to college there now. All the people that I used to go to college with are like married now and shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, you eventually you see yourself in a domesticated kind of home life?
No.
No. You don't.
Same
You're never gonna get
person
married.
Come on,
or
dude.
what?
You gotta settle down,
Gonna get married?
Bulby.
No. I'm not
You're
gonna
not
get
to find
married.
your own, Ginny Weasley.
I mean, the thing about me is like I have two options to marriage. I can go the Indian route,
What's the
Or-
Indian route?
or the arranged shit.
You know, arranged marriage?
I'm not gonna have one. I said that's a route I could
Would you
take,
consider
possibly.
consider it though?
I mean, maybe
Mind-
a small chance.
Before you say no, you should at least check
I-
out who they're gonna arrange you
I
with.
gotta
right?
keep my options options open.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the second option?
Or find some love. I don't know, dude. It's an awkward question.
How come you can't love the girl you get arranged to?
I mean, I'm saying there's two options here. You can go down you can go that way, or you can go the hard way. There's like, one way takes a lot more time, honestly. Like, if anything,
Yeah,
Indians
that's
develop an
true.
efficient way of marriage and love.
That is efficient.
Yeah.
Like, it's an efficient
They
way.
just- it's like Valve's matchmaking.
Right.
You want to
Exactly.
get similar MMRs, and then they just match you guys together.
Yeah.
And you just
Sometimes you
Work
find
it
good
out.
people once in a while. You just
I mean,
work it
yeah.
out. Damn.
What do you look for in a arrangement? Like what kind of qualities?
Arrangement? You don't get to look for anything, you fucking idiot.
No, it's just
That's
he
why
had
it's
like
an arrangement.
checkboxes. He had to turn
I
off
know,
some
like- I know,
language
like-
settings. What would he pick?
I know Indians have like
Yeah.
the caste shit. They look through they got to be in the same
What
caste.
ca-
Whoa,
what caste are
whoa, whoa. This is getting
What
deep.
cast are you?
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just being open.
Is
here.
that
That's
is
what
that
they look
like
for.
Battle Cup tiers?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
You a level 8
You
cat.
champions
No,
tier?
it's like honestly MMR.
What
Some people in life, they're born.
What
They're
the
born
fuck
2K.
is
They can't get out of that. They can't get out of that trench, you know.
Oh my god.
Oh
They're
my
stuck, they're
god!
Stuck, they're stuck in the trench forever. And some people are just born though 8K superstars, you know.
This is fucked. This is
What do
fucked
you,
up.
Bulba's is speaking facetiously about it. It's
Yeah.
not a good system.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good system. I'm just saying how it's how it
Yeah,
operates.
exactly,
Slacks.
just how
no
it
need
is,
to
yeah.
get all,
Okay,
you know.
I'm not. I'm just watching
Slacks,
out.
you're 5K now. You're one of the climbers.
you know,
You know?
God, we need to go.
I mean, let's just put it. You know, the Indian caste system is an MMR system that you can't climb.
That's it. You know,
Yeah.
imagine
I mean,
being
you can
in 2K
climb by
forever.
marrying up.
No, you can't actually.
Really?
Technically, you can't. Like, you know, your family will like kill you or some shit.
All right. Well, moving right
Okay.
along. Moving right along.
You didn't answer the question. What kind of qualities do you look for in a girlfriend?
Dude, I don't know.
Come on, you gotta.
We're trying to help you out, dumbass.
be, like,
There's a
nice or-
couple ladies listening to this podcast. Okay.
Our female listener pool is quite large.
It's
so.
pretty big. Have you heard Hotpants' voice? The ladies are in. The ladies
Okay.
love that soothing
God.
voice.
Both both me and Slacks are guys in relationships, so we actually
Wait, Ken, you're in a
the girls love
relationship
it.
right now?
Yeah, I am.
Oh.
Shit, I didn't know that. Damn.
Yeah, been in a
Proud of
relationship
you,
for about a year.
Oh.
Proud of you, man.
You know, but this is not about me. This is about you. People want to know about you.
I mean, what is there to say, dude?
What do you mean? What is there to say? Does she need to be? Let's say, you want me to throw out some.
Does
ones
she
for you
need to know about Dota? Do you want somebody in the esports
Yeah, do you want
world?
someone in that's like a girl that's in the Dota community that plays Dota or like cosplayer maybe?
Maybe a different esport, or do you want somebody that doesn't play video games at all?
Yeah.
I just want someone that likes me for who I am.
Shh, don't be a
And who
pussy,
is that?
dude.
Who's that?
Not many people, I guess.
Oh,
No, but come on, dude.
come on! You just haven't been looking. You're just a busy man.
Yeah, you gotta put yourself out there. But
I don't know.
what
I'm not,
do you want? Someone with a good sense of humor, or someone who watches like shows with you?
I
Like,
mean,
what do you want? What do you want?
Yeah, I mean, just someone that's like likes me for who I am. That's basically it, dude.
Who are you though?
Who are
No,
you?
dude, I'm just
You're a weirdo?
I'm just myself, dude. I'm a
Okay,
weird person.
Alright. Yeah, but so you're okay if she's a little weird.
Yeah.
I got advice. You like Harry Potter? Have you ever gone to a medieval fair?
Holy
No,
shit, that's a good
like,
idea.
go to a Harry Potter convention.
No, that's too far. But medieval
not.
fair.
You can meet your she has to be in the same house as you, right? Hufflepuff.
What the fuck are you talking about? What is a
Right?
Hufflepuff?
Bulba, you guys gotta be both Hufflepuffs.
Actually, I actually got sorted
you
to
get
Slytherin.
You guys-
Yeah, boy.
God. So you want a freak?
Yeah.
A freaky girl. All right. Okay.
So medieval fairs, dude. I'm telling you, everybody goes there. Their
I'm sure,
inhibitions are low.
I'm sure everyone that goes to those fairs are freaky.
They're looking
yeah,
for
they're
dick,
also
dude.
you want
They're
Bulba
on-
wants a Hufflepuff in the streets and a Slytherin in the sheets. That's what he wants.
Kill me. Get me out of this. Help me, dude.
God. That was a good one, actually, Ken. That was a really good one.
All right. Yeah. You're gonna.
Hufflepuff by day and Slytherin at night.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sounds like
my
a good,
motto.
That's
That's my motto.
good
yeah,
Tinder
put that on a
profile.
shirt.
That's good.
Put
I
that on
like
your
that.
Tinder. Do you have Tinder? You on Tinder?
No, I don't.
Really? But what about Demon? Is he on? He's got to be on Tinder.
Jimmy has a girlfriend.
Yeah, but before that, he was on Tinder.
I mean, I don't know. I've never asked him about his Tinderness. I mean,
You
he
should-
was on, like,
You don't ask Demon for advice about girls?
no.
You should. Why not? You and Abed both can get some advice.
Why are you bringing Abed into this? Abed just.
Well,
this
yeah,
is guy
Abed's
that-
a young guy.
No,
that
don't
just-
pollute his mind.
you're-
He wants
what are you
to
talking
play
about? You
Dota.
guys are. He wants to play Dota, but you know,
You're
Now
ruining
that
the
he's-
team, Hot Bitch.
now
Shut
that he's
up.
in the
Dude.
he's in the West, he's
Dude,
got.
Abed,
you know,
Abed had a lot of chances in the Philippines, man. He's like a Philippine superstar, dude.
Yeah,
You know. So,
that's why he moved away to get away from that. He wants
yeah,
to focus.
I
He
understand.
can have it easy
I
in
got
the
you.
Philippines if he wants. You know what I mean?
Homie needs to focus.
I mean, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Do you think
Okay.
you guys will ever get to play Meepo in Kiev? Do you think
Yeah,
that's a
of course. They're not
possibility?
gonna first ban Meepo. Let's.
Are you
Yeah.
sure? Are you sure about that? Because
They're
EG
gonna
just
be teams.
massively banned the shit out of him in that show match we did the other day, which was ridiculous, by the way. I'm sorry about that Monkey King shit. That was disgusting.
Oh. Oh yeah, that was a. I mean, that was a. Yeah, that was a fun show match. You just got owned.
Oh, you're just saving strats.
Yeah, that's right.
No, we didn't want to really pick Meepo and just whatever. We wanted YOLO and I mean we went in that day and
Just never-
Dubu had a strat. The first day it was like little Lich Enigma. Let's pick Lich Enigma and dual deny.
Yeah, I saw that shit
It
coming.
didn't go so well.
No, but it was hype. The
You guys
dual
should
design looked
never-
good.
Never pick Meepo until the other teams forget that it exists. Like
I mean,
that always happens. One game they
Yeah.
just forget about it, and then then you just hit them with it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know the hero. I don't think you can really first phase him because there are still quite a bit of counters. Who knows? Like versus a good team.
Don't give away anything, dude. We
Yeah,
want you to
true,
win at
true.
Kiev. You keep your mouth shut, all right?
Sure.
Don't talk about it. You did
What if
tell
I'm
me.
what if I'm just saying that now and actually
Oh!
our only strat is to pick Meeples.
Oh shit! Got him. You
Got
did
us.
tell me that you like trivia. That's one thing that you did say.
Yeah, I did actually.
What kind of trivia do you like?
Well, when I was in high school, I did a lot of trivia. Like I
what
was in
kind?
like, Quiz Bowl. You ever had
Yeah.
Quiz Bowl? Like
Yeah, but
science,
those just general topics or science?
no science
or...
Olympiad, Quiz Bowl.
Oh, shit.
I was on the math club and shit. I was
Oh,
a
The
shit.
huge
math
nerd.
club.
Oh
okay.
shit!
I was in like I was a big science and math nerd and history. I don't know everything. Quiz Bowl was everything. I remember like
What date is D-Day?
What the fuck?
Yeah, what date is D-Day?
I actually don't. I mean, I don't remember a lot
remember.
of these things. It's some.
Can't win
It's
Quiz Bowl
the
anymore.
Normandy. It's like when they landed in Normandy. I forgot the
That's
exact
true.
date though.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Can you give us the year?
It was like one of the last few days of the World War II. So
No,
I
it
assume-
wasn't.
No, that was the
One of
beginning.
last few days. Are you
That was
kidding me?
the
No,
first
last
day.
few years. Last few years. Of the
Oh
World
yeah,
War
okay.
Correct.
Okay, okay.
Last
That's
few
what I
years.
said. I did
yes.
not say day. Did I say day or
1940.
You
year?
did say day, but good save.
Good
Sorry.
days.
All right, I got one for you.
Which? Okay, go ahead.
The 100 Years' War was fought between what two European countries? England and Spain, England and France,
You're not
or-
allowed to Google these. You gotta
or
answer it right
France
away.
and Spain.
England. I know it was England, and I assume. Spain. No.
No, hold on. let him
France.
answer.
France.
France. That is correct.
Okay.
All right, I got another one for you. In the musical Les Miserables,
yeah. Yeah.
who
Okay, go
is the leader of the rebels? Is it Marius, Erjolras, or Jean Valjean?
Do this shit isn't. I was not into this.
Just asking.
acting.
Just
I don't know.
trivia.
I don't know.
Come on, dude, just guess. Come on.
Repeat the question.
No.
Les Miserables.
Just say John Valjean. He's the only one anyone remembers anyway.
Okay.
Incorrect, dude. You fucking lost. All right. So you're not that great at trivia. I mean, you were.
I mean, I used to be good. But
Which planet?
Now
which
it's all
planet
Dota trivia in my
has
mind.
the largest orbit around the sun?
Ooh. That's a very hard one, Bo, but be careful. He's trying to trick you.
I know. I'm trying to trick you right now.
Pluto, obviously.
Pluto's not a planet.
See,
yeah.
you got baited, dude.
I did get baited.
Hard bait.
Okay, Neptune then.
That's correct. Good
Yeah,
job.
Thank you.
Well done.
What about Uranus?
Yeah, that one too. Or
Correct.
maybe that slacks is your. Sorry.
What the fuck? All right. Anyway. So we're coming down the end of the podcast, my friend. Time is nearly up. We got about 2 minutes left. So yeah, any words that you want to share? Anything? I mean, I felt like we learned a lot about you. You know,
I feel like we learned a lot too.
the man, the
what
myth.
what would be your Patronus if you had one?
This is a good question.
Yeah. What animal?
Technically, you know, what if Patronuses evolve? What if Patronuses become Dota heroes?
Okay, well let's just go ahead and tell us the Patronus animal that you would be. I think that's
Okay. What's a Patronus animal? Maybe a goat.
a goat. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I liked goats when I was a kid. For some reason.
What kind of fucked up patron? A
Your
goat.
Patronus. Like,
Can
yours would
you
be a pug.
defeat my goat?
Yours would be a pug for sure. Slack.
Yeah,
Well,
I
of
mean,
course. But it would be like, a
Oh,
secret pug, like some.
like I said, as long as the Patronus does its job, which is defend you from the Dementors, it can be any animal you want it to be.
I guess. Yeah.
A goat defense.
Jimmy's?
Yeah.
I don't know actually. Maybe I know what Jirax's would be.
What would your X be?
A snake.
Oh shit! Why?
I don't know. It's just a joke we have. So anytime you meet Jirax, just say like call him a snake.
It says regards from Bulba. And he'll laugh.
Damn!
All right. Okay.
Boba, did you ever think about playing up the Boba assassin thing? Like, did you ever think about like coming out in a cloak and shit, and like just being all spooky?
That was Moon Meander's advice for me actually.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't know, it was like right after I got booted from Liquid, and the assassin meme was on like full force, you know. Like I was getting like if I checked my Twitter in any day,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the notification, I would just get spammed like endlessly
Jesus.
by like by a shit ton of flame basically, right?
Yeah.
But now
Like
they're
assassin
remembering
memes.
you as a Kiev
Yeah,
qualifier,
so-
not an assassin anymore.
So
Mhm.
Moon just like, you know, he started bringing up the like, you know, you gotta cosplay and shit, you know. He's just like, you gotta hype up the assassin meme. You gotta
Yeah.
change your in-game name to like Ezio.
That's what a lot of people don't get, you know, is that Dota 2 doesn't have a heel. Heels are great. You know what a heel is in like wrestling? It's like the guy that's supposed to be the bad guy. And you
Dota has a heel now, Puppy.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't play it up. I mean, if I was Puppy, I'd come out in the fucking stadium in like a black cloak and like burn money and shit and just be like, fuck the player. You know, just
Oh, you
like
got-
play
you
that
get
shit
in,
up.
people's head and shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I see what you mean. Okay.
And those heels, people that you're supposed to hate, people end up loving them. Like The Rock was a heel, Stone Cold was a heel, everybody. They're supposed
What
to
about
be
Peter
bad
Dager?
guys.
He was kind of a he was on a streak.
Yeah, but
for a
I don't
bit.
know. There was always that thing where he tried to seem like a good guy and a bad guy. You gotta go full bad.
He didn't fool us.
He didn't.
He didn't fool any of us.
Dota needs that, man. Just one guy to commit to being the bad
So,
guy.
Yeah, but Bulba's too nice. There's no way he could.
Yeah,
do
well,
that.
Bulba's actually not a bad guy. That's the problem. I mean, he's just a kind, sweet boy. But
Am I?
we need someone to corrupt him.
Yeah. Dark Bulba. Oh, Darth
Take him some
Bulba.
places he's never
I
been.
mean, if you
know?
want to see me dark, you just watch my pubs and stuff. I flame quite a bit in those.
There you go.
So.
Build it up. All right, man. We got to shut this thing off. So, anything to say there to new Onyx fans? You guys have a lot. People love watching new teams in this, and there's a very good chance you could go pretty far in that tournament, man. Talk to
Yeah, man.
your new fans.
Yeah. I hope you guys get in the top cast
I hope so too.
at event.
That helps me, dude. I love doing interviews with you. So the more you win, the more I get to talk to you. That makes it easy.
I like doing interviews with you too, Slacks.
Oh,
You're a real
thanks.
funny guy, man.
Oh,
Wait,
thanks.
Slacks. Wait, what about me?
I mean, you as well. I was about to say you. You don't have to.
Okay.
See, that's why you don't get compliments, because you interrupt people before they're done complimenting, you dumbass. What about me?
I believed in them from the start. No doubts at all.
Uh-huh.
Bullshit.
Uh-huh. All right.
Ken. I remember the first day. Let me tell a short
Sure,
story
please,
before it starts.
please.
So this was like a few days before the Kiev qualifier started. You know, and they announced how many slots it was gonna be. And I mean, we all thought it was gonna be 2 NA slots, right? And supposedly Ken, Ken was like blabbing on about it being 1 NA slot, right?
Oh, I just
And-
watched Nahaz's video.
Yeah,
I
and
just believed in it.
so Ken was saying 1, and he's just like, so Bulba, since it's gonna be 1 NA slot and NP's gonna qualify, who are you gonna be coaching for this major? He's just shooting out his like,
Damn.
What are you talking about? I
Damn.
never said that.
yeah, you were
Damn.
talking out some shit talk, dude. I remember. So Ken was not a believer.
I was trying to motivate you.
Ken was not a believer.
I was trying to
Ken's
motivate
never
you.
a believer. He
I
never
was sleeping in
believes.
my little Harry Potter closet, believing every day. And
There is a Harry Potter closet in the Summit House. It's beneath the stairs, and it's this tiny compartment. And Bulba claimed that one.
Huh.
And I really feel like without my extra motivation, they would not have qualified.
Wow.
So I want my $600.
Screw you.
Jesus. All right, say something to your new fans. I gotta cut this show, buddy.
Okay, sorry, man.
They're good.
Thanks for supporting me. Just hope we do well at Kiev, guys. Yeah.
That was
Shout out
lame. Jesus.
What else am I supposed
Do you have
to
any?
say?
Do you have any call outs? Give us a call out.
Like what? Like shit talk or some shit?
Shit talk,
shit
dude.
talk.
I don't know. I don't really shit talk many people, dude.
What about all your haters? Do you have any message for all your haters?
Like I
Get
said,
fucked,
I don't really care about them. So
Slacks, give up. Okay, Slacks, you make
Yeah.
a statement against his haters. Go ahead.
Okay. Hey guys, it's me, Bulba. Y'all could go fuck yourselves, cause I'm about to win this goddamn major. All right? This is my time. It's the year of the Bulby, baby. And guess what? This light's coming on. Fuck all y'all. Get ready, cause here comes my dick. Slytherin. That good?
what the hell?
Is that
You want
bad?
that for your Twitter?
We can write that down.
Pin tweet.
We can write that one down.
Like,
too.
you should make a service. That was amazing.
Thanks, man. I always thought a good service would be a sex phone line for hero voices. Think about that.
Oh, okay. All right.
What the hell?
Yeah, you could just call up,
Get that in.
just call up and be like, "Hey, baby, it's me. Whoa, show me your rocket." You know, you'd pay for that.
I would.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching Hot Pants episode whatever the fuck. Bulba, it was an absolute pleasure. You're a lot of fun. Thank you for coming in. The best of luck to you at Kiev. It's going to be amazing watching you. Hotbid, thanks a lot for doing this again with me. It was all your fault why we couldn't do it, by the way. So,
Yeah, right.
if you have any problems, tweet at
Please.
Hotbid. For
Tweet
the
at
long,
Slacks. He's just so busy now.
the
Everything
long
he has to do.
hiatus. All right. Anyway, thank you for watching. Boba, best of luck, and we will see you for the next episode of Hot Pants. Goodbye.
Bye bye.